How do pros overcome mistakes on the field so that it does not affect their entire performance? And should a player of any age be fearful of taking risks in a game or practice? Oh, great questions. Okay, first question. How do pros overcome mistakes on the field so that it does not affect their entire performance? So I would say that most pros have gotten there to that elite level because they have developed a professional mentality, a professional mindset. Bye, Kendra. See ya. Have a great night. Okay. So they've developed this professional mindset and mentality over time. And part of that includes what we talked about today, the focusing on what you can control. We can't control, you know, it being perfect. We can't control, never making mistakes. Like that's inevitable, right? So with acknowledging that, I would say that most pros have probably adopted the mentality that, okay, when something doesn't go my way, when I mess up, when, I make a mistake, it might be a huge, quote unquote, huge mistake, right? Like, for example, missing a penalty kick and you need to make the penalty kick to not lose the game, right? But I would say in those cases, most pros have developed the skill to be able to say, okay, what's next? Like snap, what's next? And that's what they focus on what's next. And they see everything around them on the field. They take in everything they can see. What's next? And they take in everything they can hear with their senses, maybe like a defender or one of their teammates calling for the ball. What's next? Take it in all of your senses through asking that question, that 2-word question, what's next? What's next? What's next? It helps root you back into the present moment and cut off, almost like with scissors, I like to think, like cut off all those thoughts that are just going everywhere, right? Saying, oh, you messed up. Oh, don't mess up next time. Oh, like all my teammates are going to think I'm terrible and stop passing me the ball. It's like, no. We cut off all those thoughts like with scissors and we ask ourselves what's next and we focus on that. What's next? What's next? And I would say that is one way that pros come back to the present moment after a mistake. Helpful? Yeah, great. And should a player of any age be fearful of taking risks in a game or practice? Yeah. So, I mean, do you think that fearful of taking risks in a game or practice? I mean, immediately my mind goes to, so Messi, Messi, one of the best players in the world, Lionel Messi. Yeah. So I think I heard a stat that he like makes more mistakes than anyone on the field, right? In a given game. But he also has the most goals and assists and does the most incredible things, right? So part of succeeding is also becoming okay with quote unquote failure, and starting to see failure and mistakes as just feedback. So like, okay, in a game, I lost the ball 75% of the time. Okay, that's feedback. I can either keep doing the exact same thing and not changing anything, right? Well, maybe my teammates will probably stop passing me the ball because I lose it 75% of the time, right? Or maybe I'm going to start sitting on the bench because I'm not, playing in an excellent way and my other teammates can keep the ball more than I can, right? So in that case, though, I would say bringing fear to the table, to your game, to practices or to games, it's not going to help us at all. So I think it's bringing like the mindset of, in that case, even if that is your result and you're losing the ball 75% of the time because you're trying new things. Okay, well, we can just try something different. What's something else we could try, right? Well, maybe I'm going to start doing technical work because my left foot is really not confident. So I'm going to start doing some passing against the wall with my left foot, right? Like, and you can start course correcting, evaluating and course correcting. If you don't like the mistakes that you're making, you can always improve. in those areas. The people who succeed the most are the ones who take risks and fail the most, but are okay with it and see it as feedback, and then take that mistake, failure as feedback, and then do something about it.